Hi, this is Delia. Today I want to show you all how to make fudge fat bombs that I use on a ketogenic diet. This is like a ketogenic diet dessert. And what you will need is you'll need measuring spoons. You'll need measuring cups also. And you'll need a spoon to stir. And you might need a spatula to scrape out the cocoa mixture out of the bowl. You'll need a small saucepan, and when you're done, you'll need a container to store your fat bombs in. Also, you'll need a tray. I lined mine with parchment paper, excuse me. Your ingredients are, you'll need cocoa powder, which I use this Dagoba cocoa powder. You'll need coconut oil. You'll need pink Himalayan salt, coconut flour or coconut flakes. I personally prefer the coconut flakes. I like the texture better. And you'll need almond butter. Also, you'll need stevia sweetener. And I have sweet leaf, and there's also better stevia. It just depends on what you're able to get. This one is more potent than the packets of sweet leaf. Today I'll be using the packets. I've already measured out my ingredients. And what you'll need is you'll need 1 cup of almond butter, 1 cup of coconut oil at room temperature, half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/3 of a cup of coconut flour or coconut flakes, and 1/4 teaspoon of powdered stevia. I won't be using that really strong one. I'll be using the stevia packets. And 1/16 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, which is like about a pinch of salt. What you do first is over medium heat, you'll place your pot and you'll put in your almond butter and your coconut oil, and you'll melt them and stir them really good until they're well combined. In the same pot, you'll add all the dry ingredients, which here I have 4 packets of sweet leaf stevia. I have my 1/3 cup of, half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, my 1/3 cup of coconut flakes, and my pinch of pink Himalayan salt. Once that your ingredients have melted and been well combined, you will add all the dry ingredients to the pot. And after that, you'll transfer this into a bowl, which I'll use this same type of bowl, and I'll put it into the freezer and I'll allow it to freeze for 90 minutes. I'm going to pause the video for a second. This is what your mixture will look like once you've melted it, combined it, and incorporated all the dry ingredients into it. And I've already tasted it for sweetness, and I don't like things too sweet, so I only added a couple of packets of the stevia sweetener. Now we'll let it be in the freezer for 90 minutes so that it can harden. While we're waiting for that to happen, I'd like to explain a little bit about the ketogenic diet. A ketogenic diet is a high-fat, moderate protein, low-carbohydrate diet. You consume 75% of fat, about 20% of protein, and only 5% of carbohydrates. And you want to keep your carbohydrate content to about 20 grams per day. And that's basically all you have to measure. You don't have to measure or count calories, but you do have to stay within those parameters, and you do have to track so that you know that you're not consuming too many carbs. Your carbohydrates will come mostly from vegetables, greens, nuts, and berries. And the reason why I became interested in a ketogenic diet is because there's been done extensive research has been done on the benefits of a ketogenic diet. Dr. Dom D'Agostino, he's a research scientist at the University of South Florida, Marcino College of Medicine, and he has done research on the ketogenic diet because of the Navy SEALs. When they're underwater deep sea diving, they're prone to have seizures because of the pressure down there. And so these seizures happen, they don't know when they're going to happen. So they have to figure out a way that they can remain deep sea diving undetected by the enemy. So in his research, he has found that with a ketogenic diet, the brain fuel source is ketones, which is a result of fat burning from not just eating a high-fat diet, but not consuming carbohydrates. And so The Navy SEALs are able to remain underwater for longer periods undetected by enemies. Other researchers, Dr. Eric Korsoff, he's a neurologic pediatrician at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore. He states that if a ketogenic diet is able to help patients with non-lesional epilepsy remain seizure-free, this type of diet should be implemented and be part of their treatment regimen. Also, there's other research being done now on the ketogenic diet. It's able to reverse Alzheimer's, and it's also helpful in the treatment of Parkinson's, but that research is still being done. So a ketogenic diet is really interesting, and I decided to make these Fudge fat bombs today because even though you're on a keto diet, which is high fat, and you're not able to consume traditional carbohydrates or sweets, you can find a way to make something that you can still enjoy a sweet dessert or a sweet treat. I'm back. This is how your Fudge fat bombs come out once you take them out of the freezer. So next, what you want to do with clean hands, of course, I've already washed them with cold water, is you want to take it and you want to form balls about 1 inch. Place them on your line tray, and these will go back into the freezer and they will harden up. Then you're able to store them in your container. So these are delicious. You can have 1 or 2. They have a net carb content of 1.6 grams of carbs. So if you were to eat 2, you have just a little bit over 3 carbs of sugar or carbohydrate content. They're high in fat. I think they have 7 carbs of fat, and they have a little protein too. But they are delicious. So that's about it. That's how you make keto fat bombs. And once they're done and out of the freezer, you can enjoy. Thank you.